In this video, you'll be learning about this topic.
You have another big announcement that came out just yesterday with Russell. You're on a roll right now. So tell the audience who Russell is. Talk to us just about what took place. I was watching you on Fox News yesterday or Fox Business yesterday. So talk to us about this.
Yeah, so Russell Okung is two-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champ, is a tremendous human being and a close friend of mine. And Russell called me and said, "Hey, I've been trying to get paid in Bitcoin. Strike is this Bitcoin native bank almost. Can I get that done with you?" It was never even a product I considered. But the moral of the story is that the everyday individual right now operates their life at a loss. Is that asset inflation right now is at 15 to 20%. What that means is that life around you is getting 15 to 20% more expensive every single year, right? And not your Netflix subscription, that's the classic Michael Saylor, but the house that you want to buy, the college tuition that your kid wants to go to, the car that you want, the government bond that you want, it's all getting 15 to 20% more expensive. And so if you're not getting a 15 to 20% raise year over year, you are operating your life at a loss. The commute that you take to work, you got to get on the train and it's cold and the guy next to you's nose is running and he smells bad and your boss is in a bad mood and the lunch that they served you is cold. All of that day-to-day, everyday life that you're doing, you're operating and suffering through that at a loss. If I was like, well, my life is deteriorating at 15 to 20% a year, I'm not going to work. I'm not getting on the train when it's 2 degrees out. I'm staying home as long as I'm guaranteed to lose. And so my point on Fox and my point to the everyday individual is you have to start preserving your wealth and protecting it in something else, or else you're subject to just be deteriorating at 15 to 20%. And Bitcoin is that answer. Now, let me tell you why Russ is even a better example in what he's doing on such a massive stage. Russell is an NFL player. NFL players get contracts over a certain amount of time. And so his compensation is fixed. So ignore the dollar value. We all know that Russell is a wealthy guy and gets paid handsomely in dollar terms. But the point is, he's not getting a 15 to 20% raise year over year. He got a contract that was 4 years long and he got the same amount of money every single year. So he was operating his life at a loss. Everything was getting more expensive around him and he wasn't being compensated because of that. And so the insight that Russell had was, I need to get my money, my paycheck in Bitcoin to operate my life in a profit, because you're talking about an individual that sacrifices his health and his body in exchange for his labor. He's had teammates that don't even know the name of their own son because of the brutality that the National Football League and that sport puts on a man's body. What if Russell tears his ACL next play? The average NFL career is 3.5 years. You think 3.5 years of any profession can last you 15 to 20% asset inflation of a lifetime? You can't live on that. Your agent wants a cut. Your money manager wants a cut. If you tear your ACL or you're not good anymore, the owners don't care about you. The NFL treats you like a commodity. And what Russell wants to do is say, hey, the sacrifice that I'm doing for my health, for my family, the absolute pain and suffering and work I put into this craft to get to where I am, I want to preserve that wealth. I want to protect it. I don't want to give it to my asset manager. I don't want anyone taking a cut, and I don't want it inflated to death. And God forbid, someone chop blocks me and my ACL goes out. And so he called me and said, Jack, can you help me do that? I want to come home from practice and I'm sore and I get out of the shower. I want some Bitcoin in my cold storage. I don't want dollars in my checking account. Does me nothing. And so that's what we did. And we helped him with that. And I'm so proud of it. And we don't have a direct relationship with the NFL. We don't have a direct relationship with the Panthers. What we did is we built a product where the consumer can get, it's a direct deposit product that you can allocate Bitcoin towards. And that's my message to any of these professional athletes. Don't let this headline get underlined. Don't let the NFL say they had nothing to do with this. I know they had nothing to do with this. They never would. All these professional athletes, they're all on the free agent market. They all treat themselves like individual businesses, as they should. These guys don't care about them. And so we built a product for the consumer where they, on their own time and on their own merit, can receive their paycheck in Bitcoin because they should, because they're doing tremendous things for America. They're doing tremendous things as athletes, as humans, as individuals, and they have every right to preserve their wealth in something that isn't going to get taken from them. And so this headline is not about Strike. It's not about me. Russell knows all of this, and he's setting this example subtly, but so powerfully on a huge stage. And so if you're a professional athlete, feel free to call me. We didn't charge Russell a thing, and Russell didn't pay me. I didn't pay Russell anything. We did this for the betterment of humanity. And I think that this example scales to every individual. Even if you're a sales guy making 75 grand a year, money that you're not using every day to live needs to be preserved in something that protects you. And so there's my rant. I'm so proud of Russell. I'm so proud of my team. And I think it's huge. Looks like the NFL is trying to disassociate. And it doesn't surprise me one bit. It actually hammers the point home even more. So there you go. There's rant over.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next podcast episode and new investing resources.
What are your takeaways and thoughts on this discussion? Let us know in the comments section below.